Welcome to this edition or episode of the Pain and the Purpose podcast. Today I got my good friend, my homeboy, a guy that keeps me out of trouble some days.
Yeah, buddy.
My guy Face, what's happening?
What's up with you, man? How you feeling?
Man, I'm blessed actually. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And thank you for coming to have a conversation with me. You just made a great point. And I said, we got to get that on camera.
For sure.
You said, let's talk about humanity.
Yeah.
What's your take on it?
I just feel we had a great dialogue though that led to that.
Yeah.
Right. And I just feel that we forget what it means, right? To be human, right?
To be human.
Being human is everything that you encounter. Everything personal is being human, right? Some people are better than others in places. Some people have struggled harder in places. Some people have endured shit that is just unbearable, right? And everywhere you go, there will always be somebody who's been through what you've been through. But sometimes it hurts so bad, you freeze up, you can't speak. And sometimes it takes one person to speak to reach three other people who don't even know that talking is even a thing. So like, that's an asset that you have to be, some people have it to be able to just say something. It's humanity, right? You're human. You go through things. You have to be able to accept and dish out at the same time, right? We do it every day, but it's always subconscious, right? I say something, you feel away. I dished it out. To me, it was a conversation. And I might have made a mistake. I might have overlooked you. I might have said something I wasn't supposed to say in the moment. I don't know. I might have ignored you. I might have been on the text. I might have just missed it. You feel me?
Yeah, I definitely feel you.
But I dished it out. And you had to accept it. But now you feel away. And now I don't understand why you feel away.
And that is exactly why I set these cameras up and started talking. When Nana was stolen from us, I had men come to this. I had men come. Some lost several kids in the streets, but they was all boys. And it was like they could kind of see it coming because of the lifestyle that their children was living, or because of the company that they kept, but nobody could understand how my daughter got thrown into that loop, right? Yeah. And so I didn't have nobody to go to, and I didn't, like, with all the advice. You came out here several days.
Sure.
And some days you just stood there. You like, bro, I don't know what the hell to tell you. I'm just here, right? Which was what I needed in the moment. But like you said, when one person started talking, more people start talking. Mm-hmm. And so now I know a couple of people who done lost some daughters. You know what I'm saying? And we can relate on a different level, but it don't mean that I don't relate with the men who lost their sons, mm-hmm. right? Especially to gun violence, right?
Sure.
But the humanity, like you said, you think that you alone until you start talking.
Conversation.
Until you start having these type of conversations, you will always feel like you alone, mm-hmm. right? And if I hadn't have been able to reach out to people, who knows where I would be right now.
Crashed out?
Oh, definitely.
I know. This ain't for the camera, this real life. But God don't make no mistakes, right? Purpose, God, like words are so important. They have so many meanings inside of them. And it's all perception, right? And everything we talk about comes from humans, right? Like everything is created.
Have you ever had that moment at work where you notice that people are being rude and disrespectful Sometimes people are overreacting without thinking, and you just wish that there was somebody who was dedicated to doing something about it. If this even sounds remotely familiar, I encourage you to sign up for our Civility Intelligence Trainer program put on by EI365 that's rooted in our signature approach of EI Code of Conduct. If you or someone in your organization would like to be a thought leader on civility intelligence and help neutralize that undesirable behavior in your work environment, you can reach out and book a call so we can certify trainers inside of your organization so you can have a constant eye on workplace incivility. We'll see you on the other side. Peace.
Through humans, you know what I mean? Like we learned through humans. We didn't learn from space and air.
Yeah,
We might have went outside and fell out the tree, but we had the information from our mama though. Don't take your ass out there jumping in that tree. You're going to hurt yourself.
And we did it anyway.
The information has always been there for us. The experiences of our own. But the information is always there. You understand what I'm saying? Like we come from a person. We come through God out of person to here. It's humanity, right? We're born in it. We're sheltered in it. We breastfeed. We're healed. We're nurtured. We're cared for. Somebody did it. Even if our mothers didn't do it, our granny did. Yes. We might have had an auntie.
Somebody did it.
Somebody
got us
did
here.
it. You're not here because they did you wrong. You're here because they nourished you. Now, how life went is a different conversation.
And then what part did you play in it?
Right? And life. Like history. That's why generational curses, cycles should always be broken. It should always be broken. And the reason why I say that, this is why I say cycles should always be broken, because no matter how you feel in life, no matter what's going on, no matter where you at, somebody before you had it bad that probably couldn't get it together. And it rubbed off on you in your life, maybe in your childhood, maybe when you was a teenager, maybe when you got older. Some of us got hurt older by the people we love the most, right? But we don't know how to channel what we going through because the first time we don't know what the hell going on. You can hurt or happy. The first time you do not know what's going on.
True.
You just in it.
You just in it.
You know what I mean? Like, how many people you see get hella happy, run, boom, slip, fall, break their arm? You're like, what the? Because your mind can't equate. Why the hell would they do? Because your brain is your brain. It's nobody else's. That's why we have so many problems with people and what they do, how they do. Raising our children, the roads they take. I'm teaching you this, right? Like, nigga, yeah. I did it.
On a very high level.
I did it in a way that would crush you today and not taking nothing from you.
Yeah.
That's why my sons is as strong as they are. I talk to them the way they need to be talked to. But I've done it, so it's like, here's a cheat, right? I actually shouldn't be giving you a cheat. Actually, right? Because you need to learn.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to give you just this blueprint, a paper with these little schematics on it. You're supposed to read it on your own at your leisure and go outside into the world and use it. That's how it's actually supposed to go. But we give our children more because we had less.
And I told you off camera that me and Michelle just had a conversation, and that came up. And in our conversation, I told her, I said I did my children a disservice by overdoing or overcompensating for the shit that I didn't get. And even when I was talking to little Darren one day, he said, Pops, he named the 3 times that we went to the park and played. He said, no, you always there, but you always occupied. And we went over how I lost him to the streets, dropping him off at his auntie house behind Castle Mott. We went over all that because now that I got his undivided attention again, I've been really trying to have those real conversations and put the humanity back in him, right? Because these youth,
Man, they need us.
they need us more than ever, right?
They need us.
But they don't know they need us
Yeah.
because it's other humans that's our age that's perpetrating the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And it's right, and I speak on this all the time. There's a certain thing called getting back to the basics, right? Right now, you get up, you walk freely, you go to work, you do all the things, you clean up, you work out, you fuck with your car, you get dressed, you have these motor functions that operate a certain way. You go outside, you break your hip, you're gonna be down, you gotta heal, you gotta get back right mentally. You gotta check, you're gonna check out, you gotta check back in. And when you get right, your motor and your flexibility and everything is not the same no more. So you can either be fucked up in the head about it and take a bad route, or you could just get back to the basics and learn again. You can learn again. Everything can be relearned. And it's pride keeps men from relearning. And so with the youth, they don't have anything to stand on but what they think they know. And it's hard for them to get with us because the majority of the cats that's in the street with them was the niggas who couldn't even play outside with us.
True that.
So now they have that little thing that they always wanted that they couldn't get for whatever the reason was. Maybe their mamas didn't allow it. Maybe their daddy was a working man or a God-fearing man and didn't go for it. Maybe he was a hoe. You never know. Whatever the reason was.
Yeah.
And so now they have these young dudes, which is 9 times out of 10 our children, right? Because we off in prison. You know, the ones that was really outside, we had debts we had to go pay. And they got a hold to those ones.
Yeah.
Right? And then those ones, and they still came up with a little bit of conduct. But they start clicking up more.
Yeah. And that clicking up
and
shit.
then that clicking up shit trickled down to our babies.
That clicking up shit destroyed.
It destroyed the history of Oakland, right? And not to this, we're not gonna knock them youngsters though. We're not gonna do it. It destroyed the history of Oakland. But everything evolves in cycles.
Everything is cyclical.
Right? So, yeah, we from old school neighborhoods. We couldn't be from nowhere else. The only places that you really got to go as a kid was to your granny house, where your mama stayed, where your granny stayed. 9 times out of 10, all of us was from where our granny stayed. That's our real neighborhood, right? Mama was kind of unstable a little bit. But you had where you went to school at, your mama house, that neighborhood. Your granny house was where you was at. And your mama always had a sister or a brother that they was hella tight with, and them was your best cousins, and they stayed over there. So you really had like 3 to 4 places where as a kid, you was in different neighborhoods. So you had different fights with niggas. You had little, you had little things that went on that let you know like, hey, like this fun though.
Yeah.
Our kids didn't get that. They had us coming off the life that we lived. And in the beginning, we were still living that life. Our kids in their 20s.
Yeah.
20 years ago, nigga.
Maxine and Michelle, they in their 30s.
I wasn't cool 20 years ago. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
But I was raising my sons, right? I took accountability and I said, I'm a be there. I don't know what it looked like. Everybody had something to say about me. Her family, even some of my family. Why are you teaching them that? Why are you saying that to them? Because I'm outside. I don't know how long I'm going to be here.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell my kids everything that I feel that I could tell them. They ain't going to know what the hell I'm talking about, they babies. But I sit and I talk to them and they hear me. And I thank God for that because God spared me, right? And I'm
Yeah.
still here and I do right things. And then my sons, they some okay dudes now,
Yeah.
right? They okay dudes.
They better than the average.
For sure, but they okay dudes. So for
Yeah.
me, it's like, you're okay dude. You know, I be telling my sons all the time, I be like, but if y'all was like, if y'all two dudes was like back in our day, y'all would be my homeboys. like when I you know, we from
Yeah.
the era, we'll see a nigga at school and be like, bruh, that nigga gonna be my friend.
Yeah, he good.
Like I like how he move. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I'm gonna be friends with him. They don't get the luxury of that. So just for the youth today, bud, they just, it's hard for them to really fuck with us because we always be having so much negative shit to say. And I hate that for them. And I hate it for us because, like, stop acting like we wasn't them of our generation.
And you know what? I just told Darren that too. Well, I actually didn't just tell him that when he first went down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And me and you talked, and I started sending him books again. And I'm like, don't get it twisted, bro. Like, I understand exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it. I just got ahead of you so you didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
So the only thing that you missed was the why.
Yeah.
Our generation, our parents had different struggles.
Yeah.
So we was outside. And to be honest, I didn't really go outside until I was 18 because my brother, he paid for my proms. He bought my cars.
If he was a cold, but
Yeah,
he was outside.
Yeah, so my brother been outside since 13. And he did it, so I didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
So when I was like 21, 22, I got two little cousins. I got Jermaine and I got little Curtis. Little Curtis looked just like me. When they was in high school, I got them from their parents. And then I raised them, and I told them that I would always hustle for us so they didn't have to. Jermaine didn't listen. He went to Denver and became a blood. But Kurt is a family man and thriving as a father. You know what I'm saying? So they missing the why. And they, so it don't help that it's still people our age promoting the same thing that we was doing 30 years ago. Man, the other day, I'm in my Mustang. Somebody flagged me down.
Mm-hmm.
I double back.
Oh, he did a double back.
I double back because I respect him.
Okay.
And I'm talking to him. A dolphin walked up and he spit a rock out his mouth.
Bro, listen. The trauma you had in that moment.
I didn't even say bye.
Bruh.
Before he just
Bro, listen to me. People need to speak on trauma.
Yeah, I do.
For him to spit that rock out and serve blood, I'm gonna tell you something. I just had a moment like that not too long ago. I went to my auntie house. My auntie that stayed in Brookfield. When I used to be in Brookfield, that house, I went to her house. She lived in somewhere else. I'm over there. I'm chilling. I ain't been over there in a while. I'm with the boys. We're going over there. We're leaving from something. We did something. We all together. I go over there. I get in there, bro. And the house was just like it used to be when I was a teenager. Just the way it was.
Yeah.
And then my niece was in there cooking, frying chicken and shit. And it was just like, bro, I was like, some shit was going on with me. I didn't know what it was. You feel me? So I'm sitting down with the boys, bud. My palms were sweating and shit. And I was just like, I don't know, something came over. I was like, I'm out. It was like, damn, what's up? I'm like, I'm out. I love y'all. I'm out. I'm out. Like I was like, I'm out. I had to get out of there. And I realized trauma is real.
Oh, yes. Definitely.
I think that was my first time. I've been through a lot. You know how I carry myself and how I be. So like, I don't get the luxury of backpedaling and dwelling and living in. Because I just put one foot in front of the other every day because it's so, that shit back there is so goddamn heavy. If I get to reaching in that bag, I'll be there for a while.
But I would argue that you should, but not go get everything at one time.
Unpack a little bit.
Just go back and get, and you would know what you need to grab, just like the instance you just had. It's something that happened at that house that made you feel like that. Go back and get that. And like I just told somebody the other day, we older now. Whatever happened back then,
Yeah.
go back, finish that story. Because you stuck in that story.
Yeah.
That's how come you had the anxiety that when you sat down, you like,
Man, I have not, I'm 45.
I'm 49.
I have never felt that. Like, I had to get like, you know what it was like back in the day? You know how we used to run? You sitting up in one of them little situations or something, and you just, it come
Your
over you
spidey
like,
senses.
get your ass up out of here, boy.
Yeah.
This play on you.
Yeah. So now that we grown, now that we can defend ourselves, now that whatever the situation is, whatever they thinking, it's not gonna go how they think it's gonna go.
Facts.
You got to go back and you got to finish that story, and you got to replay. So it's a book that's called The Body Keeps the Score. And I had this conversation with a therapist. I said, but the mind remembers the plays.
Yeah.
The mind remembers the plays that happened, and it remembers what it wish would have happened.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So
For sure.
that was your body keeping the score in that moment.
Sure.
In your mind, if you sit down and think about it, will remember the play.
For sure. It did. It did. That drive
Yeah.
home, I was like, oh my God, man, like, it should be real.
And so it's called adverse childhood experiences for a reason. And that's what we were talking about off camera. Like the things that we can talk about today as men, we were not allowed to talk about. So now that we're allowed to talk about them, let's talk about them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not to say to talk about them with everybody, because some people are not mature enough to have a conversation. But you have a million people around you that will sit down and have a conversation with you and be able to give you the information that you need to get through that and process that, right? Because we all went through something as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And we just keep piling stuff on top of that, and on top of that, on top of that.
Yeah.
And we do a damn good job of I wouldn't even say the facade. We've been accustomed to just pushing through for so long that's just what we do.
For sure.
But when you get triggered like that, go back, finish that story. On the way home today, if you go back, you relive that moment and be like, all right, if this happened today, this will be the outcome today. And release it, because you never processed it. So when earlier when you was talking about how something hit you and we just didn't know how to process it.
Yeah.
And we processed things back then by trying to ignore them.
Yeah.
Or forget about them.
Or doing something, getting money to get it out the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and now we know that money just a tool.
Money has always been a tool, bro.
But we didn't think about it like that. We thought that when we got our first 100,000, we was gonna be rich.
Bro, when I got me a drop Stang and candy painted it, nigga, I was rich. It was nothing you could, like, you know, I tell people all the time, that Mustang is why I'm who I am today.
But that was 50 years ago.
For sure. But it got me off the port. But, you know, like, you know, with me doing hella time and shit, I realized I've never been scary.
Never.
But I have been afraid. And I never knew the difference between the two. And I was sitting, this is recent, I was having a conversation and it came up. And I was just talking about like past situations, about a certain situation that kind of like matured me street way.
Oh yeah.
You know, we all the shit we did was immature. And then you reach a certain situation where you about to mature or you about to be dead.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You know what I mean? And I was talking about that and I was thinking to myself, I was like, they asked like, was you scared? And I was like, I wasn't scared. I've never been scary. Like I'm not scared. But then I was thinking, I was like, but I was afraid though. Like like I ain't scared, niggas, whatever. But being afraid is different. Being afraid is knowing. Being scary is like, oh my God, please,
Yeah.
I'm about to go high. Being afraid is like, damn, if I don't do something quick, this is the outcome for me.
But the absence of fear makes you stupid.
For sure.
If you walk around the streets of Oakland
fearless,
you will quickly join the many that went before you.
Facts.
That thought they was tough.
Facts.
You have to acknowledge the fear. You have to be aware.
Yeah.
To say that you just fearless, you're lying.
Yeah, bro, I tell all it. Shut up. Don't tell me that.
Because you're not just out doing you're not just doing everything to everybody. You're picking your battles.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so because I openly tell you that I'm not going there, that don't make me scary. That means I am aware of what may happen there. And at the place I am in my life, I don't want to take that risk.
I don't need it.
I don't need it. But, and I've told you this before, if you want to jump on a plane and go with me out the country, we can party like rock stars.
For sure. You always, bro, listen, I'm not doing, we could, but you know what though? But then it goes to show about history, right?
Yeah.
History. You and I, we have history. We have like a long history.
Most definitely.
And so, and good history.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not really often that you meet someone from then and you guys go this whole way with no mishaps, right? Like we haven't had no mishaps. We've had things happen in our life separately, and it seemed like I don't care how far away we be from talking, it seemed like we always come back around each other with some shit going on. Our whole relationship,
yeah, like
our whole relationship, it's like God be like, y'all need each other real quick.
Yeah,
like you need to say something to him, he need to say something to you. I don't like the space you in. And I think about that all the time. Like, even when we talk about the other day, you know, your situation and different things, right? It always happened like that for us.
But I think that's because when we initially linked up, it was an instant mutual respect. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You was rah-rah, I was rah-rah. You know what I mean? And you like you said earlier, that's gonna be my friend. I like that dude. You know what I mean?
For sure.
He a little wild.
Yeah.
But he a good dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to be wild and a good person at the same time, man.
Yeah.
And like we both just said off camera, the version of us that you get depends on the version of you that shows up in front of us.
Yeah.
If you come, we come.
For sure.
If you come and you just chill, I'm chill. Like,
man, my sons be mad at me. I'll be like, my sons be mad sometimes because I be telling them like, if I'm outside with my chick or something, I'm holding hands, being on date type, living type shit, and a nigga, nigga, what? Man, hey, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
If I offended you, like, let me buy you a drink.
Yeah.
Like, please, like, I'm scared. Like, I'ma give all the warnings that say, hey, I just want to go home.
That's it.
I don't know. Please. Because if you can't read, we from the era of reading. Remember, we be doing some stupid shit and we'd be like, oh, no, don't go over there by him. Don't play it. Like, he gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
Nigga want to go do a robbery? Nigga, when we was young, I had partners that was jackers. Nigga, they get to doing some shit. They be like, nigga, you know don't go over there playing with that man? That man ain't no gangster. He a regular man, but you know he'll fuck you up. We were aware.
and that makes us different. So that's another thing with the youngsters. Nobody taught them
To be aware.
how to read the room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
But they weren't able to neither because of, I mean, granted, daddies wasn't there. Mamas wasn't there neither, even though they was. And this is what people got to understand. Discipline taught us.
discipline taught us.
Discipline taught us. We were held accountable for everything. We got our ass whooped for everything. We got our games took for everything. Our bikes took for everything. Skateboards. We got shit took for everything. That's how we were accountable. So the conversations we have, the perspective that we speak from and that we talk from is from the disciplinary actions that got us over the humps, right? A lot of our youngsters, like, I was just talking about this. It's crazy. I was just talking about this. These kids, family, because they was like, oh, this is what the conversation was. They was like, what just passed? Labor Day, Memorial Day or something?
Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Yeah.
And we was like, man, where all the barbecues at and shit? Like, remember back in the day,
Yeah,
like
everybody-
you hit 4 barbecue. Like we hopped in we got detail. We was fitted. We was pulling up. And there's snowing. They were saying something that hit me. I was like, damn. Because all these little niggas is funking. They cousins and they tripping and they shooting at each other. And then they mamas, instead of fucking understanding y'all sisters get y'all kids in check, now y'all mad because he did this and you not holding them. So now they funking. And there's so much funk inside of the families right now from all the stuff that hanging out ain't even a thing. And somebody was like, well, why do you think that is? I said, bro, it starts when all the kids playing. I'm the uncle. Me personally in my family, it works for me because I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But in some families, it's like, I got some cousins, I got some sisters that be like, man, shut up, nigga. If you don't like it, you can cut.
Yeah.
But I'm going to beat his little ass, nigga. He out of pocket. And so after a while, they don't like it, but after a while, they respect it because they understand it. But when you had those situations where it's like, nigga, woo, woo, like, get my motherfucking son, y'all ain't nobody touching my son, woo, woo, come on, woo. And you not letting them be held accountable or letting them go through the chain of commands. Like when Granny them said something, that was the matrix. When Granny said, nigga, my daddy could be ready to kill me, nigga. When my grandmother said, don't you put your hands on my grandson, he had to bow down to it.
Yeah. And so we missing that chain of command.
Yeah, we grandparents.
And now I got it a little bit because Michelle will call me and I'm like, that's not how you discipline Ace. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
Yeah.
As a parent, we got to guide them first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because they don't understand.
So me and Michelle got a beautiful relationship. Michelle will actually call me. Nana will call me. And even Lil Darren some days, Lil Darren, if he get into something too deep, he'll call me. He'd be like, Pops, what should I do? But Lil Darren always call me after the fact.
For sure. Every time. Every time.
Nana will call me before the fact. Darren called me after the fact. Michelle called me in the heat of the moment. She'd be like, I'm calling my dad. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and then Maxine, she don't got no kids. She just got pit bull. So I don't know what to tell her for that. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's just like, we do have to reestablish the chain of command.
Yes. I think that's the key, right? It's the key. And opening up a room that a youngster could walk in and feel safe. They don't feel safe around us. We're judgmental. We always got something to say. We're always trying to send them on a kamikaze mission. Like their experiences with the older people are not good.
And that's crazy, right? Because you know the situation when my son got shot.
Yeah.
People thought I was crazy because I brought him and the youngster that shot him here. And let them stay for the whole weekend. That youngster told me out his own mouth, you are the only man that set me down and talked to me. He said, I don't listen to the other ones because they try to send me on missions. He said, Unc, you've always been one way. You see me out of line, you're going to check me. And once we got that situation behind us, he reached out a couple of more times. He was like, man, I just want to say thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you're right. They don't feel safe.
They don't, bro.
And that's part of the reason why I go back now and talk to my children, which is you don't have to do that because you always talking to your children. But most men, most parents, not even just men, most parents live in the do as I say, not as I do era. And that shit is so...
It's old,
that's
bro.
old, outdated, and it don't
old.
work.
It's old. Listen, I don't... You know, a lot of my homies and shit, they always be like, you know, a lot of people commend me on my relationship with my sons and how I raised them, how they are, the respect that they have in different things. And I love that. You know what I mean? Like, I work for it. It wasn't easy. I worked for that. But what I try to tell people is, like, it wasn't easy, bud.
No, it's not easy. And even with everything that you've done and the respect that you have, they still fuck up sometimes.
Bro, we stay, listen. But I'm grateful that they have, like you say, they had a talks now.
Yeah.
Now they come sit down and talk to me. And right, because we have to mature in it too, right? They got to mature enough to be able to come sit down and talk, right? But we have to mature enough. This is a key. This is a key. This just dawned on me right now. This is a key. We have to mature in it too to just say what need to be said because they grown.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of times we just parent all the way out. No, we got to parent in some too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I noticed, like, with Bud, you know, Bud is my alpha dog. Bud is, if we was little dog, Bud is the little dog that bite the daddy dog on the back of the leg and want to fucking wrestle with the daddy dog. Like, that's Bud. That's his personality. That's who he is. He gon' stand firm with me and say how he feel and all this shit. And 16, 17-year-old, she got me fucked up, nigga, because you living in my house, nigga. These are the rules, right? And I had to realize, like, he's not disobeying the rules. And he don't got me fucked up. He's a young boy becoming a man trying shit that goes with the time.
Yeah.
His time.
And the only thing you have to do is I look at it and I be like, hey, I wouldn't do that like that if I was you.
Man, listen, I started hitting him with the, like, you know what is another piece too that I learned as of late that helped too? When they came at me with because I always kept the door for communication, right? So I always keep an honesty table. I think this is great for parents. I did it, and I did it as a young, wild nigga with kids that was like, it was a great thing that I did. I created an honesty table. You know what I mean? Like, here, you get to really say what the fuck you want to say. Like, you could say, hey, Dad, I fucked up. You ain't been outside yet. I took the car last night. I tore it up. It's outside. You know what I mean? And I can't, and at this table, I can't even give you the reaction that I want to give you. Because at this table, it don't work here. Here is about getting it off your chest, me internalizing it, and us figuring it out at this table. And we leave from this table and go put it into motion. That shit was hard. It taught me so much, and it opened them up so much. So now it's like, even when they mad, like, we have conversations, I'll be like, man, you know, woo, woo. They be like, but Dad, it's been time. Yeah, nigga. Like, you don't know, though. Like, you don't know. You're not doing what we doing. Yeah. And it's like, no, I'm not, because what y'all doing is dumb. But I understand it. because it's where you at. So how about this? Oh man, Dad, I'm a woo woo woo, and I'm about to start selling weed, and I'm gonna do this and woo. And I'm like, for sure. I'll be like, but you're doing that a little wrong. You should do it like this, so that way the money come in, and then they be like, oh yeah, right. Because I'm not just gonna tell you the bad side. I'm gonna tell you how to make what you thinking better. I want you to see the picture.
Yeah.
Nigga, you'll be balling, nigga. For sure. And you do this too, and you already know woo woo. And they be like, but you know what else too, though, right? Because just like I gave you the game to make what you thought you was gonna do better, I'm gonna give you the harsh reality of the outcome of it, though. And I'm not giving you the going to jail, get robbed reality. That piece of shit reality don't work. They don't even understand what that mean no more. All they friends in jail. All they friends got a gun. All they friends that been shot at or shot.
Yeah.
If you throwing that reality to your children, you could cancel Christmas.
Because
That shit don't resonate.
that's right.
That's
up their alley.
normal.
That's right up their alley. That's what they looking forward to.
We was told, don't ride your bike over there. Because you come back without that bike, I'm gonna beat your ass.
And you're gonna come back walking.
So we knew. You can't, that don't work for these kids.
Yeah.
Stop trying to preach what you know to children who ain't walked in the shoes that you walked in. They ain't even played on the playgrounds you played in.
You know what though? The cool thing about it is a lot of parents talk from that point of view. Those rules don't even fucking apply no more.
In no way. I say this all the time.
That shit don't work and it don't apply.
We played outside, right? I said, we played outside.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Doing your chores was to go outside and meet with your niggas and go get into some shit. And we ain't talking about robbing and doing, nah, nigga, we go in the creek. We just doing stuff. Boy, getting on a bus to go down to
the lake or
what? Come on.
We used to ride our bike like they do ride outs now.
Yeah.
That was a weekend thing. All 12 of us would jump on our bikes. And then I had a old school scooter.
Nigga, the old pedal one, nigga on the mag wheels. Come on, bud.
My legs were strong.
Yes, for sure. These kids today, they don't do that, bud. And this is what people gotta understand. That's funny, my daddy call it. That nigga crazy. These people gotta understand, but our kids don't play outside, they play on games. Their minds are controlled.
Yeah.
So we weren't controllable. We operated in respect, right? We knew better. We knew not to do that. It was rules. You're gonna get your ass beat. Nigga, your neighbors could beat your butt.
I was about to say, you're gonna get whooped twice.
You feel what I'm saying?
The neighbors gonna get you, and they gonna tell your parent, and they gonna get you again.
And don't go to your granny house and your uncle over there afterwards. Well, you're gonna get killed. We lived in a world of like, bruh, if I do this, I might get killed. My mama go, nigga, today they be like, man, so what? She ain't gonna do nothing. We lived in the era like, blood, my mama gonna kill me, nigga.
And when my parents separated, my daddy took us. So
no games played.
And the cold thing about it is, right, those are the memories.
Yeah, the good
ones.
It's
just, I didn't got whooped on the 4th of July. I didn't got whooped on Christmas.
Nigga.
Let the street lights beat you
home. He
didn't care if it was the 4th of July. He didn't care what was going on. Everything better happen before the street lights come on. Or unless you are directly in front of the house. I need to look out the kitchen window and see you. If I can't see you, I'm gonna walk around the corner with this belt in my hand and I'm gonna just start swinging.
And I'm gonna beat the shit out of you home. Like not whoop right there. Nigga, your best bet is to just run to the house and get that, like, listen, run to the house, make him matter for running, but get that embarrassment at the house.
Man.
You know what I mean? Like, it's important, it's imperative, bro, that people understand life measures. We have rules. The reason why my family structure is the way it is, because I have rules. I don't have rules to control you or because I want you to do something. these rules set into perspective. When we go out here and they say, oh man, he was out of pocket, man, he did this. Oh, she was, no the fuck she wasn't. We got rules. They don't even know how to do that. We have rules. These rules help us to navigate when the pressure is on us.
Most definitely.
That's all rules are for. We didn't know that growing up. We just thought they was being hella mean. Now them rules was able, when we was around that corner, they was like, Darren, woo. He did what? He was out there. Which one?
Yeah.
He did what? Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna get on it. I know for a fact he ain't did that.
Yeah.
It's not even who he knows better. He's not. That's not even a risk.
Yeah.
It's not even a thought for a risk.
Yeah. So, two things. One, 2019, I did exactly what you said. I didn't call it an honesty table, but after I was able to get my footing back, I told all my kids, just say whatever you need to say, however you need to say it, because I never taught you how to communicate with me. Nana is the only one that ever went to Facebook, called me on my name, and I told her in the moment, I'll take that. Take that down. I get you. I heard you. But now let's talk about it, right? And so that's how come we got the relationship that we have now. So you talked to little Darren, and it's like the outside influences still win in some situations.
All the time.
You know what I mean? And then two, it's just, I don't know. Like, these kids just not that whole we ain't listening phase that they made popular, just turned these kids into complete rebels. And I'm not faulting them. I don't knock them, but I'm just trying to figure out how do we reel them back in, sort of say, just so we don't keep losing them. Like I told little Darren called me last night talking about the situation happening on 71st. I'm like, son, you're talking about it from the wrong aspect. Think of it like this. If we keep killing us, they keep killing us, pretty soon it ain't gonna be no more us. You know what I'm saying? I said, because most people in my age group, we not having no more kids, with the exception of you. And we're already behind the 8 ball because our parents or our grandparents had 13 kids.
For sure. We had a tribe in the village raising us.
Our parents had 4.
Yeah.
I had 4. You know what I mean?
I got
You got 7, but the average person have 2.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of mamas right now talking about, I only need 1.
Yeah.
So we not reproducing in the same capacity as our grandparents did, and we're losing each other at a higher capacity because we fighting against so many things. So I'm like, how can I be an active participant in trying to curb some of this? And I said, okay, first I got to start with in-house, my nephews and my son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you started in-house. You got your kids with you. I'm just praying that when Darren come home, he actually do the things that he say he's gonna do.
Well, he gonna be too outdated. His thought process. This is what they don't understand. Like when you in jail, you're not done so much time, right? I was in and out of jail not because I wasn't a hustler, not because I wasn't sharp. I was always one of the sharpest tools in the shed. But well, before we get on that, let's go back to what you were saying about our grandparents having multiple kids and our parents having a few and us having a few. Love creates family. Love. These youngsters don't feel love, bro.
They don't.
Love. It's simple. Love on your babies. Love on yourself. If you can't do it, allow your children to go be loved by family, because family is still family. You could be a crack. Come on, bro. We had aunties and uncles that was fucking crack addicts. We had parents that was fucking crack addicts. That didn't stop our grannies from loving on us. That why you think we got a favorite auntie and a favorite uncle? They loved on us. Love, it disrupts negativity. You gotta have disruption. They're not calling home because they don't like you. They're calling home because you're disrupting the class. When you disrupt the class, I can't teach.
Yeah.
Feel me? So you gotta counterbalance a negative disruption, because this is just a negative disruption, with a positive one. It's not hard. It's just who's gonna take the first step. Who's gonna be brave enough to say, man, young blood, I love you, man.
And you're right.
And think about this. Hold on, real quick. Remember when we was young? Remember when we be out on the corner and shit? You had them OGs, bud, that came home from jail that really got it together. They were strong on black men and woman. They be like, man, I love you, brother. And we used to be like, man, get your boosie ass up out of here. You know what I mean? Because that's the response that we had to give them, because we was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
But remember when after a while he kept coming to the store and he'd be like, what's up with you, big dog, man? It's good seeing you, man. You looking good, man. Woo, woo. And it was weird. And then all of a sudden you start looking forward to it. You didn't even, unbeknownst to you, if he walk up and be like, man, what's up with you, man? And walk in the store, you felt the way like, what's up with you, big dog? You all right?
Yeah.
Because that ain't what I know. I know
the connection was built, and I personally knew how to do that with other individuals, and assumed that it was done with my children.
Nah.
No, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I had to double back and give them the same energy that I would give you, that I would give someone else's kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's crazy because I think that's overlooked. Sometimes we assume that it's an automatic without putting the work in.
Yeah.
Because that's my son. He know I love him. No. When the last time did you said it? Yeah. And not only did you say it, when the last time he felt it?
Yeah, like it had a little bit more to it than just the words.
Yeah. So now I created a whole shirt, Lead with Love. Because I needed love. Yeah. Right? It's sort of like when they say you could be in a room full of people and still feel lonely.
For sure.
Because ain't no love in the air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now when I see youngsters, I ask them politely, hey, can you take that ski mask off? You making me feel a little uncomfortable. But what's happening with you, dog? Like, oh man, you play football with little, like, what's happening? Do. And then I remember their name and shake their hand, and you know what I mean? And then you see their energy shift.
Yeah.
So I now that we talking, I'm like, you right.
Nah, bro.
And not just always trying to give unnecessary or unsolicited
advice. You so a situation came up a while back, and it was like youngsters versus OGs type shit, right? And it was a big misunderstanding. Wasn't no gangster shit, but it was like niggas could get punched on type shit, right? And so I get word, I get a couple calls. So, because I'm always the go-to because I fuck with the youngsters.
Yeah.
And so they call me. So I call. I talk to them. They give me their point of view. I'm like, I see where y'all at with it, and I understand. I'm like, man, but woo woo. And it's like, nah, they need to woo woo woo. And I'm like, yeah, but they grow. It's like, man, I don't care what. I hear you, but you can't tell a man what not to say. a man gonna say what he gonna say regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what? I hear you, but you don't dictate that, right? So I go back to the other side. I call. Woo. Okay, well, we need to have a sit down. Want everybody to come together and let's rap. And so I put it together so they could talk because it was a big misunderstanding, but it was a learning experience as well because, oh, gee, stop making comments, y'all old niggas.
Yeah.
Your comments are a little too warped for the time. And young niggas, stop thinking because you young, you can do what you want. Because these old niggas is gangsters too. So we not gonna do that because it could go either way.
Yeah, it could go either way.
We're gonna get to just respect one another, right? So I put it together, and it was a happy moment for me because I just be being me.
Yeah.
I'm one track minded. I'm gonna just get it done and get it done and get it done. And they was talking, and they was like, man, Faith's the only OG out here who really could tell us what to do for real. He be out here with us. He talk to us. He ain't hating on us. He show us different things. He don't just say, oh, you ain't doing this right, and don't show us. And that's what they were saying in the conversation to the OGs. Like, y'all don't even fuck with us. And it was in that I was happy because you don't be knowing how niggas really feel about you.
Yeah.
Right? But it was a light bulb though. It's like, where y'all at?
Yeah.
Y'all scared of these youngsters, bro. And like, this is my thing. And this go, if some people see this, they'll know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I had an argument with some good men, bro. I had a man argument with some good men. Because they sons is so far gone outside that they be like, man, that little nigga, he just gonna have to learn. What? Fuck you mean he gonna have to learn?
I hate that. I hate that.
Right? And I mean, they gone. I fuck with them. They respect me, but they gone though. They out there, right? But when I be around them, not to say too much, but in a certain situation I'm around and the way they doing, I'm like, nigga, watch your mouth, nigga. It's adults around here.
But that mean they not gone. That's my point.
Yeah.
They're not gone. Their respect for their parents may be gone.
Yeah, and niggas. But it be that.
But the mere fact that everybody listen to somebody.
For sure.
They're not gone. They're misguided.
But they don't have, and it's even deeper than that. They can listen to me because they feel like he be outside. Like, it's crazy. I'm not outside. Like, I'm not outside. I am not outside. But they feel like that because when I'm around, I love on them little niggas.
Yeah,
nigga, what you doing? What you got going? Man, tighten that shit up, bud. You sharper than that, bud. Whoa. Man, yeah, but shit. Well, I talk to them where they at. Stop trying to talk to them, like you say, unsolicited advice. Stop trying to get them advice. Stop trying to tell them what to do. Talk to a person where they at, and they could understand and hear you better. Now, you may have to talk for a month or two.
But that's what empathy is.
But be willing to do the job. Don't commit to a job, nigga, and not finish it.
That's what empathy is, though. Meeting a person where they at and then walking them to where you need them to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've been practicing that. Like, I got a youngster across the street from me. He drives trucks now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And because I was talking to him, because I'm like, let me see if I can get a youngster that don't know nothing about me
to fuck with me
and follow my advice.
That's smart. That's like, nobody think like, because inside it's gonna be hard, right?
Yeah.
They know it's hard. It's just hard inside.
Yeah.
Outside let you know if you're capable.
And so I got a youngster that lives right across the street from me. He bought him a little BMW. He talking about buying a house, like we talked about credit. I'm a real estate agent. You know what I'm saying? So he is taking full advantage of the information that I gave. And so it's certain youngsters that will listen, and then certain youngsters that won't.
Or can't.
Or
that won't.
Or can't. Yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the yet in there.
Yes.
Because if we keep talking, they'll get it. And I tell little Darren now, you can never say nobody told you. Nobody. So as long as I can remove that from your vocabulary,
Yeah.
you can't say nobody never told you. Now, if you choose to follow the rules or, listen, that's on you. But you can never say that my pops didn't tell me.
He better not never say nothing. I can't wait till you see this. Because boy, you know, be on that boy ass. Like to the point, what you understand? Like you see what I was mad at him. I told you, nigga, I told you.
Mad is an understatement.
I told you, and you didn't listen. Listen, I told you, and in 1 hour from I told you that I told you, nigga.
Think about the person who said, grab your girlfriend and I'm going to move you to a whole nother state and pay for everything.
Yeah.
Parents not doing that.
Yeah, but they don't, but he didn't know that. I mean, shit. How can he know that parents ain't doing that? This game. How can a nigga not know that parents ain't doing it? Because they never seen it. So just because you did it, I don't know if it's being done or not. I just never seen it, and you putting me in it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, remember when we was over there on 106, I think, or on 100 and Matt. We was at the house over there. Remember, we was eating and shit. And remember, we opened up the dialogue for us at the table.
And we all sat down at the table.
And I respected, I knew you were changing. Like the person in you. Because you headstrong as fuck, blood. Like he's only his daddy's son.
And I tell him that too.
Like that, I've been dealing with you forever, and I've been dealing with that little nigga his whole life. Y'all niggas is crazy. But at that table, remember, we talked about some real shit. Mm-hmm. And I opened up the dialect, and you remember I let you go first. Because I knew with me being there, he would have to listen wholeheartedly. I didn't want him to go first. Because then when you speak, it won't resonate. So you got to let the old man talk first. Because since I'm here, you got to listen to him. Because the little nigga's sharp. He understand and hear.
Yeah.
And when you said what you said, I let him talk. And then you was like, but yeah, well, and I stopped you. I said, no. No. You have to. You didn't know in that moment, I gave you the floor first.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way. The same way he can't resonate with you, you're not going to be able to resonate with him. So I'm here in his defense. You didn't know it, though.
I got it. I got it.
Because you're sharp, but you listen, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I never said nothing to you about it. I saw you listen when I said, nah, you got to woo. And then you see when I did that for him, just that little bit, how he spilt that shit out on the table for you.
Yeah.
Because he felt like, I got an advocate.
Yeah.
Now I'm comfortable. Like now I'm just all this shit. It may be a little too much, but I can throw it all on the table. Yeah. But it opened up a door for you, blood, and I saw you. Granted, you was already in motion. Because you had already did all the shit that you talked about already. Yeah. And it was just trickling back. It was a lot for you. I know it was a lot for you. But I wanted you to understand him because he can't be what you want him to be if he don't understand. But you got to understand where he's at because he was in the space of like, man, Dad, like, he don't see you how we know you. Yeah. How? And you like, nigga, I know what you mean. You see the steps I'm taking to help you? No, I don't see the steps you're taking to help me. Nigga, you doing the shit you've been doing for me my whole life.
And Michelle just said the same thing. She said, when you do stuff, it just comes like that's supposed to happen because you've been doing it our whole life. So we don't know.
I don't know it no other way.
I don't know that it's different.
And I don't even know that it's help, nigga. It's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's just what we supposed to do. So I told my kids, I told my older kids, don't come to me for nothing that you knew was coming 30 days ago.
Oh shit!
If you go get you a car note,
that's a cold statement, boy. Ooh, shit, boy, you know how real of a statement that is.
You can borrow that one.
Yeah,
don't come for me for nothing that you knew that was coming 30 days ago. If you go out there and you get a car note or you get a high ass phone bill or something like that, your insurance is high. Don't come to me for that. But if something happens out of the ordinary that you couldn't see coming, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I had to put that in place because my kids
call for everything.
Everything. You know what I mean? And I would make it happen.
Yeah.
Right? To my detriment sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't been in the streets in a long time.
Yeah. That's real life. Wake up every day. It's that morning work, and I ain't talking about in the morning work.
Yeah. So it's like going back and resetting. You know what I mean? And after that meeting, like I thanked you, and I'm like, cool, like because I do need to meet him where he's at, right? And then even with me attempting the meeting where he was at, he had moved the goalposts
every fucking time, bro. That's what they don't understand. They do.
Yeah, they moved the goalposts. Well, you just said you needed this, this, and this. So now I'm trying to give you that, but now you need this, 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 and this, and this, and I'm like, we ain't even got this part down back yet. Let's get this together first.
But you know what, though? Here's the thing. The goalposts get moved because we're slower and they're faster. We operate in knowing what to do and how to get it done. They operate in like trying to figure it out.
And they always trying to figure it out.
We did the same thing, bro. We did the same. I think what I preach to people is what I would say to people who listen. Just don't fucking act like you don't remember that you was the same person.
I think we all still the same. I think we all still trying to figure something out.
Yeah, but let's go back though. When we were young, the shit that we were doing. Granted, it was a different time, but we did like they're doing the same shit. We like, bro. These are your children. The apple does not fall far from the tree.
And I told little Darren that, right? Mm-hmm. So I keep going back to me and Michelle because we actually just had a conversation, and that's going to get released on the 23rd, the day before Nana's birthday. That was strategic.
For sure.
But I never, like other people had to tell my kids that I was in the streets. Like I never just took that to them, right? So recently I told Darren, I said, I 100% understand why that you do what you do. I went inside businesses too from the age of 13 to 27. Yeah. So I understand. But here's what I don't understand. I didn't have the support that you had. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I met your mom at 2021 and I instantly became a family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I had to support a family, and my BM just wouldn't get a job. And then at the time, I was having so much motion that you didn't need a job. But then as we matured,
I need help.
And I told Darren last night, I said, bro, this t-shirt shit ain't new. I have been selling t-shirts since 1995. We have had 4 stores in your lifetime. He said, you know what, Pops? I forgot about the stores. I said, how could you forget about having to go with me to open up the stores and being there all day and you watching me sell t-shirts and you watching me do this and I can't even get my kids to even wear the clothes. Y'all won't even participate on that level. Yeah. He like, I never thought about it. Like I said, I've been trying to build this against your resistance for so long that it just get disregarded. Yeah. So it's having these type of conversations right, with him.
Mm-hmm.
Now that he got 3 kids and 3 baby mamas, and so now he got a new level of understanding too.
For
so,
sure.
So I also know that, right, from history, that they not gonna get some stuff until they're in a similar position.
Yeah.
Like Bud, he got kids now.
Oh, but our conversations are way different.
So now he got a different understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell my kids all the time, your mother is just my baby mama. So
It's
just
different.
like you view your baby mama talking to my son, I said, I've just think about all the things I've done for your mama since I've left or when we weren't together.
Yeah.
Things that you would never think about doing for your baby mama. So I'm like, learn from my example.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I said, I've done several things wrong.
Yeah.
But
be human.
But being in my kid's life wasn't one of them.
Nah, day one though.
Yeah.
You
So
day one.
And so like I talk about showing up a little bit more or showing up differently, but that's because I'm maturing.
Yeah.
And I now know that because when we grew up, we was to provide and protect.
That's it.
Now I know that we got to nurture.
Yeah.
We got to guide. We got to double back sometimes. And we got to, well, we don't got to do anything. It's a suggestion that you get out of that I told you once syndrome. Like I had that bad, man. I already told you that. I ain't telling you again.
Yeah.
Not, I had to be told several things
over
several times
over.
Before you actually learn it. And today, I'll read a book 2 or 3 times to get the full meaning of it.
That's even with my sons, like I tell people when we talk about children, a lot of people come to me about parenting. It's kind of weird. I never tripped off that before until right now. A lot of people come at me with parenting.
Because you have a great relationship. So the average father don't have a relationship with their child. Now, when I say don't have a relationship, we know each other, we cool, but do your kid come to you?
Yeah, closeness.
When it count.
Yeah. Not just hanging out.
You have developed a relationship in public where your kids come to you when it count.
Yeah.
Car accidents, whether they end up in jail, like everything.
Every single thing, yeah.
They will come to you.
Thanks.
Later on in my son's life, he started coming to me. But it's not until he got away from other OGs, start hanging out with you, and then you like, so you don't know. You kind of like validated me in his eyes because he like, Faith's hella cool. Faith respect my dad. Let me look at him again because maybe it's something about him that I don't know. Then he ended up in Santa Rita with another OG, and he like, oh, you think your daddy a pussy?
Tripping, bucko.
You think your daddy and your uncle suckers? Nah. Let me tell you about your daddy and your uncle. And he came home and he like, Pops, you know my uncle? And I'm like, no, we never was no bullies. We just defended ourselves if we needed to, and we didn't cause no problems.
Yeah.
So if that makes us not cool, I don't know. But I'm like, I don't know. So you and the other OG validated me to my son. So my son, because I've always been he's known me to be a worker, right?
Yeah.
Get up and go to work, which for some reason this generation
interpret that different.
Yeah, this generation don't really respect the working man.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Well, because they outside robbing and stealing and doing hella shit, right? They don't know, like, we sold drugs, right? So, like, the majority of the people in our life worked. Like, everywhere you looked in the neighborhood, they got up and went to work. They mowed their lawns. They had businesses, landscaping, different things. Like, we saw men work.
Yes.
Right? We took the easy route and wanted to go grind. Right? Because to us, it was like, working, I'm not going to get, This Mustang ain't coming off no job.
So, but here's the thing with me. I've been working since I was 16. So, and like I had to explain to him, ask anybody about the Brookfield Train Boys,
Nigga, what?
the Flatlands. They knocked our store down because it was a menace to society, and I always kept a good job. Just because I only showed you the job, don't mean I wasn't involved in the other things.
For sure.
And so it's just like me not being so vocal about what we was doing or what we did. And I've never been against it. Like I've never,
Yeah.
we always defended ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
As men.
As men.
Yeah.
You're not just gonna bully us. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, I think that's what we need to push to these young men. But that's why people come to you for parenting advice, because your kids come to you.
Yeah. And all the youngsters do too.
And all the youngsters, because your kids come to you and your kids have influence over the people that they're around. Yeah. And your kids is outside and they not no bullies, but you're not gonna bully them either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a level of respect.
Yeah.
Right? So whenever you have a level of respect, you have a level of influence.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We respect each other. That's why we can come to each other and we can have a level of influence over each other's decision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you come to me, sometimes I come to you, and we get the desired outcome.
The desired outcome. That's the really shit. That's a good one. The desired outcome.
Yeah.
Because there's an outcome.
It's an outcome, but you want the desired outcome.
Yeah.
You want the outcome that you desire to always prevail.
Yeah.
And so that's why people come to you, because you not outside, but you appear to be outside.
It always said, I'll be like, bro, everybody think I be out. I'll be like, but I understand why. Like, I'm called on a lot and I show up. Like, that's another thing too, right? Us as the, because we're really considered the elders.
Yeah, and I don't show up a lot.
Like me, I do. And I tell you why I show up a lot. Because it could go left quick. Like youngsters, they not cut like we were, right? Like no matter how far away we got, we knew not to walk on Mr. Johnson's fucking grass.
Yeah.
We knew not to sit our bike over there. No matter how long it was, we knew. But for them, it's short term.
Yeah,
They're short term.
They don't have the ability to look past tomorrow.
Nothing. It's like this. So I stay around because I don't want them to get too far gone. Not my children, all the youngsters, because they're outside for real.
Yeah,
they mobbing, they moving in a whole nother kind of way. But it's Iraq outside.
Yeah.
But I just want all the youngsters to know, like, I want you to be able to, like, when the shit is heavy, I don't want you to just want to talk to me or come to me. I want you to know, like, I did it. And I want you to know that I'm relevant in it and that I'm not here to judge you. There's no judgment base here. We make mistakes. A lot of times we're human. That's why I was talking about humanity.
Yeah, humanity.
We're human. A lot of the shit that you doing, young blood, is really an accident. People not going to see it that way. People not going to see you made a mistake. People not going to see that was you didn't shot this nigga up and you didn't shot that it was an accident. They don't see that that's an accident. That's a mistake. It's an accident. He didn't have what he needed mentally to be able to internalize and deal with. And so he reacted with the way that they're taught for today's time.
True that.
Right? The Panthers, They did the same shit that's going on outside with the little young niggas outside. They moving with these guns and doing that. The Panthers did it too, but they did it politically. Every era has a way of how the youngsters maneuver.
Yeah.
We maneuvered in selling dope, getting money, fucking bitches. That was our era. Every era has a way that they deal from the development that they've gotten in their timeline.
True that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we have to just understand, like, a lot of things that we take personal was simply a mistake.
And it's not personal.
It's a mistake. If you like, Face, what's up with the blood? Boom, boom, boom. Nah, hell yeah, boom. Ain't like, oh, this nigga acting weird, bud. Nigga, boom, boom. Whole time, nigga, my daughter didn't fail. She done busted her lip. I'm in the text there. I ain't even hear what you said, bro. To be 100 with, I acknowledge you because I know you. I respect you. That's acknowledgement.
Yeah.
But I got shit going on.
Yeah.
But it's personal to you now because you like, nigga, you ain't never did me like that. Well, you internalizing it yourself with where you at in the day. You probably was into it with your baby mama, your wife, nigga, your boss. So me doing that, you internalize that in what you felt in that day.
Because you didn't give me what I needed in that moment.
And it's only a fucking moment.
It's only a moment, and we disregard the moments that you did show up.
Come on, bro.
And so that's powerful, right? Because we got to stop minimizing the whole relationship to a moment without having a conversation. And I think that's the thing that get me a lot is people be willing to discredit and disregard other humans without having a conversation.
Just talk.
Now, if one party opened the door for the conversation and then the other party never doubles back to have a conversation, then the one party who tried did all he could do or they could do, and it's okay to let that lie where it lie.
Yeah.
But when it comes to these youngsters, I think we do need to do a better job at understanding that they just doing the best they can with the information that they got. They just need more information.
They need information. They need development.
They
outside. But put it like this. Let me ask you this to the world, whoever watched. Ask you a serious question. If your son ain't never played basketball in his life, and when he turns 16, become a junior or a sophomore or a junior in high school, you put him out there on the basketball court because you want him to play basketball, or he just like, I want to play hoop, Dad. And you get him out there. Now you disappointed as a parent. You yelling at him. He ain't doing shit right. You feeling the way. You're giving so many bad emotions to a person who's trying something for the very first time amongst niggas that's been doing it for the last 16 years. It's the same thing. It's the same. They don't have the development.
Yeah, they don't know the, and some of it is cognitive or they aware of that, and then some of it is that they ain't took the time to learn. But whatever the case is, they don't have the development, and you're right. And so, especially with the new stats or whatever that come out to say that we're not fully developed till we're 25.
And that's common sense because we only get smarter and much. We don't. But this ain't Benjamin Button.
Yeah, but, and then two, you know what I told the youngster the other day? The youngster asked me a question, and I said, "Man, now let me ask you a question. You call yourself X, Y, and Z. Did that happen on the first time or the 30th time? You know what I'm saying? You had to work hard to be known for whatever it is you're known for now.
Thanks.
You know me as a working dude because I've been working as long as you've known me, right? And that's all I've ever showed you. Mm-hmm. How about today you start trying to be known for something else. What would happen to you if you took the next 2 years and said, this is what I want to be known for now?
Yeah. But
you got to be willing to put down your ego and your pride, right? Because you're going to go through a period of time where you are going to be looked at as weird. You are going to be looked at as different.
Yeah.
Like, what this nigga on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so,
definitely.
I don't think the youngsters are prepared, because when I got to talking, like, he was like, I ain't willing to do that. And I'm like, so you volunteering to be ignorant because now you know better. So now just tell me that you willfully ignorant at this point.
But no, he's not ignorant. He not in that moment. He not ignorant, and he don't get it, and he don't got it, and he didn't get it because it's a conversation. Conversation don't teach me nothing. Conversation don't teach me nothing. Actions do, right? So we have the dialect. We speak very well, you and I. We have the dialect to have a conversation with you and convince you. But you can't convince a mind who don't know better. We have to keep in mind they don't know better. Even though I'm telling you this, even though I'm showing you this, they don't have. It takes time for the development.
So what's the suggestion for next time? Because I had these conversations often. What's the suggestion?
To be consistent in the conversation. Because you telling me today, it don't make sense. You tell me tomorrow, you bugging. You tell me the next day, it's like, blood, you always got something to say. And you tell me the next day, then it's like, all right. And then one day, right, you're going to keep going. Then one day, it'll be like, all right, bro, I'm listening.
So, well, you already know I got the consistency there.
Yeah, right. So, but you have to keep it that way, right? And then what's going to happen is, it's the natural order of a child's mind. They're going to reach a point where they listen. And here's the key. They're going to reach for you one day.
I'm always here.
And you have to be there.
I'm always here. Yeah.
This is what people need to know. You have to be consistent, and it's not going to work, and it's going to fucking anger you and bug you to death, and you're going to hate it, and you're going to be mad. The adult part of us. But you have to be consistent. And one day they're going to reach, and you cannot miss the reach. When they if you miss the reach, you're going to set him back further. So we can help. And they're not gonna move like we want them to move. It doesn't go that way. But in time, they'll start reaching. And if you just put your hand out and grab them, you're one step closer. They're gonna literally leave the reach and do exactly what you don't want them to do. It's gonna frustrate you to death.
Oh, trust me, I'm living that in real life.
But he reached and you were there. And so therefore he'll start reaching more. And when you get a consistent reach, you got him on board. It takes time. So just with the youngsters, man, each one teach one. Period.
Yeah.
Each one teach one. They're gonna come to you if you are who you are. Not trying to pretend to be, not trying to look in a certain way. No, like people always say, face that they fuck with you, bro. You got jewelry, bro. You be fly, bro. You got all them cars. Okay, that's cool if that's why they come. But if that's what get them to come to me, okay. But you know what they get when they get here? They get some shit spoken. They get a conversation that's spoken in a way that ain't been given from this age bracket.
Yeah.
See, as an age bracket, we got to speak differently. Why the fuck you talking at these little youngsters as opposed to talking to them? You understand what I'm saying? Like, man, give them food for thought. These are all different words and sayings that we grew up on. Food for thought.
Yeah.
I'm not here to control you, nigga. You can't tell a little nigga like, man, you gotta do this. Man, niggas is shooting at this little nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck are you talking about? That don't resonate with him. No, listen to him. He ain't gonna say much. And when he said it's gonna be illiterate. Listen, and give him a different viewpoint. Do not tell him what to do. Give him a different viewpoint. And let him, like we talk about kids when you talk about little DB and shit. And what I always tell people with my sons, right? I raised you. I gave you all the information I could give you. Right? I just give information now.
Yeah.
That works better. Because you're trying to convince a youngster of something and you don't know his upbringing or his childhood or where he come from or what he going through. That's not fair to him. It's not fair that the moment he opens his ears to hear, it's not fair to him that you're speaking something into him that you don't even know because you don't know where he come from. That's not fair.
Yeah,
and then mad because now he's sitting there like this. You know how they get? They ain't listening to you. They may respect you and sit.
Yeah,
but they're not listening.
They respect you enough to still be in your presence, but mentally
they checked out. Now he's thinking about some shit you said that got him thinking about the other nigga who said it. That got him thinking about the other nigga. Now he triggered because the very first nigga that told it to him, like you just said it, is the nigga that got him in the situation he in. See how easy that is to go left?
Yeah.
And now, next time he see you, if you even move weird or look weird, he think you own that. You have to be mindful of what you say. It's okay to just give them a perspective. That's it. I can't tell you what to do. How many times, bud, we didn't have conversations? And I'll be like, bud, you be where you be at, and I just give you a perspective.
Yeah.
It's just something for you to think about.
just take this with you on your way home.
So I say that to you all the time, but just think about it.
Just think about it. Just take this with you.
And it works because just give me something I could get on this ride. I could get out of because we're in our heads.
Yeah.
It ain't a person that's not in their head.
Yeah.
Dabble a little something, bro. Just a little something for him to think about. I can't change you. I don't want you to do nothing I don't even know you, nigga. You my dog. I don't know you, nigga. I don't know what you been doing the last week, nigga. I don't know how rough it is for you, nigga. Nigga, you might have got sugar, nigga. You might be shooting insulin. Niggas don't know what be going on with niggas because niggas don't tell their business.
Yeah. I talk a lot, so.
I know, but niggas don't know. Niggas don't actually know.
Yeah.
Be okay with not knowing. See your friend. Understand who he is because you love him. See the youngster. Understand what they're going through. If you have sympathy with them, understand what they're going through. Don't just have sympathy, understand.
Which is empathy.
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And boom, go from there. Throw a little bit in there. They're going to see you again. I promise you, if you keep doing this, just a little bit.
Just putting 2 points in there.
What? One day they're going to be like, man, you know what the best thing I ever heard my son say to me? You want to hear the best thing? Man, we talking, you know what them little niggas was running and doing all that little shit. I said what I said. And then I was just like, you know what? I had a conversation with him. Throw it out there, sprinkled it, however it go. The best thing my son ever said to me, bud, he was like, we was sitting outside his mama's house. We sitting on the car chilling. I don't know what it was going through his mind. I don't know what he had with. I don't know nothing. But we just sitting there chilling. He was like, man, I got to start listening to face. I said, what? He said, man, yep. He was like, yep, I'm listening to face. You ain't got to worry about it. I'm listening. On his own, just out the blue, nowhere, no reason. And I was like, oh, shit. That for me, that was like, oh, shit. What that told me was keep fucking with the youngsters. It resonate one day.
Yeah, it's gonna hit one day.
Yeah.
And I did tell myself, I said, I'm against all odds, I'll pop out a little bit more, right? Because the only way that I can actually impact is for people to actually start seeing me.
Yeah.
Right.
Be in a space with you, outside of a space.
Yeah. And so I probably next summer I am gonna come outside as I feel comfortable.
Right. And let's be real. You really ain't gotta come outside. You just gotta show up to, like, I don't be outside, but I go to, like, when I go to, like, for the coaches and things, I'm going there with my sons.
Yeah.
I be with the youngsters. It keep me relevant to them, and they see me pop out like, damn, like, even they don't be knowing, but they be like, damn, OG kind of so, like, OG, that's you, like, OG. Ooh, that. I had youngsters. They don't even know cars, but they know they want one. They be like, OG, what's that, man? That's that Corvette. What's that? They be so wrong, but it don't matter. And this is what I was saying. Oh shit, this is boom. You feel me? I think we were just talking about it earlier. They don't be in the know of, like, they're not developed. They don't have it. Cause they be like, they know what it is, but they wasn't taught it like that.
Yeah.
So they know, like, nigga, I want an old school, like, man, my uncle had one of them, but what's that? That's a Camaro or something, whole Mustang. Like, nah, this a Mustang, big dog.
Yeah.
But they know bits and pieces of it because it was talked about in spaces with them growing up.
Yeah.
And they knew, like, they remember their uncle. They remember, like, ooh, I'm gonna give me one of them. Woo, woo. But then after that, or they daddy had it, passed away, or he don't fuck with it, or they uncle had it. He was the pillar of the fucking family, but he done got killed back in the day when they was like 11, 12. Now they 23. They don't really know what it is. They know they wanted it, but they so far gone from what it was because didn't nobody keep no traditions going for these kids.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like being out there and they get to see it. It's like, damn, OG. And then you give them, like, nigga, you don't gotta be an old boosie nigga. They think all old niggas is boosie. As a youngster, they think all old niggas is boosie. I'll be like, what? I be having real arguments with these little, like, nigga, you crazy as fuck, nigga. We saucy out here. Woo. They be like, man, that's you, These niggas boosie. I be like, no, bro, niggas is saucy out here. Don't get it twisted. You know?
Cold thing about it is, you think you called me boozy before for wearing my sweatsuits.
You my partner. Listen, no. You my partner. But you rock your own brand. See, it's a difference. When me and you had them conversations, that be us talking shit. But you rock your own brand, like me. I make my own shit. I rock my own shit, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I be liking to just show them something different without having something smart to say to them.
So that's the key takeaway, right? You can show up how you show up. Just don't belittle them in the process.
Yes, please don't.
Yeah, and so I'm guilty of that in the past, right? Mm-hmm. And even like when I just told him, you could be willfully ignorant, that probably landed wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a more of an adult type conversation. I got to remember that I'm talking to an undeveloped mind.
Yeah.
No matter how old they are, it's some 50-year-olds that's undeveloped and mentally, because like I said, for me to double back, have enough respect for you to double back, and then you spit a rock out your mouth, I probably never double back on you again, because you not developed mentally, and it's no knock against you. That's just where you at.
And with the youngster, keep this in mind too. What you were saying, like, what you say, how you said it. But understand this, it's not only just, belittling to a young person, right? You could also be stripping away. It's a person that look up to you because he's listening.
Yeah.
Sometimes people sit and talk to you because they look up to you. And when you say it to them, they believe it, even if it's negative.
And that's that double back, their respect equals influence.
Yeah.
Right. So I got to be more mindful of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was a youngster talking to me. Right. And not many OGs get a youngster to come especially not come asking questions.
Yeah, like
So now you just made me think about it, because he came to me, asked me a question, and then I sent him away with a negative connotation.
of it. Yeah,
And so, next time I see him, I'm a fix that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ask him what he took from it. Ask him what he took from it. Open the conversation and say, "What did you take from like the last thing I said?"
Yeah.
And then tell him, and then he's not gonna open up to you like that in that space because of what he felt. But just ask him what he took from it, and he gonna give you like a bullshit ass little, you feel me? And then you open the door like, you know what I mean? Like, I said that to you for this reason. You feel what I'm saying? There was other ways I could have said it. There were different things because I seen where you go. And then when you peel open and you giving them different things, now he gonna be like, damn, you did say that, but now I feel you on that. But then, but why didn't you? And then now you open up him, his brain start going. Now he gotta ask you some questions like, well, why did you?
And I don't mind apologizing.
Man,
So apologizing when you understand that you may have done something wrong don't make you less than a man.
make you a great man.
Yeah, so I don't mind apologizing and reopening that door, and then reiterating that we are human and we make mistakes.
Yes.
It wasn't an intentional mistake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I'm good for that. Like, if a person want to have a conversation with me and you tell me that I made you feel some type of way, like, you can never combat how somebody made you feel.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And it's now that you made me aware of that, if I do it multiple times, then I just have disregard for your feelings.
Yeah.
And I'm not a disrespectful or disregardful type of person.
No, facts.
You know what I'm
That I
saying?
know.
So if you're willing to have a conversation with me and say, or just had a conversation and I get the inclination that this is how you may be feeling, I'm willing to step up and say, you know what, that was my bad. I apologize. That was not my intent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This was my intention based on how you came to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it was my interpretation of what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Right? I see. At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, we are all human. We all feel in every single capacity of the word. We try to heal. A lot of us can't. Healing is hard, right? We're taught how to accept. We ain't taught how to heal. I don't know a person that could tell me in their childhood where their parents taught them how to heal. I think that should be a real topic of conversation, because I could guarantee you the percentage of households who are taught to heal is this small in the whole world. So we always teach how to accept, how to dodge, how to stay away from, how to be careful of. But why don't you teach them how to accept the impacts and heal from them? Because sometimes those impacts will get you to the door. You know how many people don't know how to heal, so they don't know how to do certain shit? You know how you have some fighters, they be like, man, that nigga boy, he'll take a shot to give a few. Remember how we thought them type of niggas was crazy?
Yeah.
No, they wasn't. They just knew how to heal. They understood, like, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna get this. I'll be able to take care of this. I can't get hit like this though.
Yeah. But in the process of me getting this, I'm gonna get these off.
I'm gonna win. I win.
I'm gonna win.
I win. Winning is all we want. It's not that many losers in the world. There are some losers. Everybody wants to win. Everything that we've done has been for gain.
Facts.
So while we gaining, while everybody out here fucking gaining, let's gain some of these babies back.
That's the whole purpose. That's what I told you I wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was a perfect ending to the conversation.
For sure.
With that being said, until next time, because I'm gonna get him to come back and sit down because we can talk for hours because
We
this
do
is
it
how
every
we
day.
really talk.
Sure.
This is how we really talk when the camera's not on. So with that being said, it's been a great episode of the Pain and the Purpose podcast. If you are OG out there and you have influence over a youngster, start leading them in a better direction.
Yeah,
We love you. Peace.
for sure.